brought to you by Sherwin-Williams House Paint, the standard of quality throughout the world. And now let's all play What's My Line? And now from New York, let's meet our What's My Line panel. First, the delightful star of stage and television, Miss Arlene Francis.
Thank you, Arlene. And now the nationally syndicated newspaper columnist, my dear friend, always loved being in the column, Miss Dorothy Kilgallen.
And on my left, the still undeclared candidate for mayor of New York, Mr. Bennett Cerf.
Well, of all the panel moderators in television, John Charles Daly is invariably the most eupeptic. How come? We don't know. He must be doing something right. Here's John Charles Daly.
There's one thing about publishers of dictionaries. They have to read all those words. Do you read copy on your American Collegiate Dictionary?
I make up most of it.
You make up most of it. That could be, I think, possible. Paul Anka, it's very nice to see you on the panel. I must give you full and fair warning that the imagination has been fully exercised tonight, so brace yourselves for the next half hour. You're going to have some real tough ones thrown at you. We'll also have a famous mystery guest before my friends on the panel a little bit later in the program, and we'll meet our first challenger after this word.
Out here, the weather is master. Gale winds, driving rain, blazing sun. Severe weather that demands the most from house paint. That's why so many homeowners, here and everywhere, give their homes the extra protection of Sherwin-Williams house paint. Unlike so-called bargain paints that often blister and peel in a year or two, Sherwin-Williams protects up to 3 years longer. Doesn't it make sense to give your home this longer-lasting protection, too? You'll paint less often, and of course that means you save money with Sherwin-Williams house paint. Look for this Cover the Earth trademark. It tells you you're getting the highest quality in paint for home and industry. Sherwin-Williams paints.
And now to meet our first challenger. Would you enter and sign in, please? Pat McGee, right? Miss or Mrs. McGee?
Miss.
Miss McGee. It's nice to have you here, Miss McGee. I think the Dailies and the McGees are a good and fine bit of opposition for the panel.
Great.
A good show. Miss McGee, may I present the panel? And would you tell them where you're from?
San Diego, California.
San Diego, California. Now, if you'll join me over here, we'll let the audience in the theater and the audience at home know exactly what your line is. Panel, we can tell you that Miss McGee is salaried and deals in a product, and we will begin the general questioning with Arlene Francis.
Miss McGee, is this a product that is used out of doors?
Yes.
Is it a product that I might enjoy?
Oh, yeah.
Is there something entertaining about the product?
If you were using it, it sure would be.
Thank you, John. Is it a product that would keep me in motion?
Yes.
Is it a product that has wheels? Yes. Is it a product that would get me around?
Yes.
Is it a product that would be ever on my feet?
Yes.
Oh.
Is this new
Skate.
board, skating board, that you fly around on all over?
That's remarkable, Arlene, and congratulations. But of course, we haven't as yet determined what Miss McGee has to do with the skateboard, have we?
No, we haven't. Are you an instructress? No?
She's a champ, I bet.
Well, I actually...
Demonstrate.
Champ, demonstrate, instruct, all of these are right, so I'll throw all the cards over.
I
That's
wish
right.
you were going to... Have you got the skateboard with you? I'd love to see how it works. You
No,
didn't
but
bring it?
if you look at the front cover of Life magazine this week, you will see Miss McGee on
She's
her
on it?
hands on a
Oh, on her
skateboard, right on the front cover. of
Oh,
Life.
John, if you'd only try one of those.
You think that was nice? I don't think that was nice. Huh?
I think it would be fun.
I think it would be too, and I could do it. Now, he couldn't, but I could try it. We could always get him a chair, and he could sit on the edge of the sidewalk and watch while I was doing it. No, I guess actually Miss McGee, and I don't want to embarrass her, is probably the champ of all champs. She can do it standing on, it takes a little tiny skateboard because they come in many sizes, and she stands on her hands and cruises around. But you acquired this skill first from surfboarding.
I have surfed for about 7 years, yes. But
Is this a preparation for skateboarding?
surfing, no, not necessarily. The skiers have picked it up, have adopted the skateboard also.
Oh, it's more skiing that prepares you.
Practice. They use
Huh?
the skateboard for practice.
And it's a great transporter. It's Vitapact Citrus Company makes the skateboards.
Right, that's
What
in Covina, California.
What did this develop from the boxes that they pack oranges and things in?
No,
But the Citrus Company threw me in.
right. They make the skateboards because they have the facilities. They just went into another field.
And actually, Miss Pat is down at Macy's, We had you every way this way. You'd find it in the home, you'd find it outside, you could buy it in a department store, you could do all kinds of things with it.
Can I ask Miss McGee a question? Do you have different sizes for men and women, or are they the same thing for all?
Different sizes sometimes for the different tricks that you want to do with it, or different sizes for the size of person.
And for Bennett Surf, they have a special model. It's the size of a freight car.
We have one with an engine on it, too.
That's the one for Bennett, the one that's the size of a freight car and has an engine on it.
Dorothy says it's called a Rolls Royce.
A Rolls Royce. Good show. Well, Miss McGee, I thought we were going to give them a lot of trouble. I'm sorry we didn't, but it certainly was a delight to have so pretty a young lady and so skillful a young lady on What's My Life. And so, Bennett, you can get your Hobie skateboard at the nearest freight yard, okay? Now let's meet a second challenger. Will you enter and sign in, please?